Welcome back to The Big Show. It's Alex talking to the stars of Vegas, and one of my favorite people is Chef Sam Demarco. How are you?
Good afternoon. Very good. Thank you for being here. Excited to see you again, Alex. Thanks.
Well, it's nice to talk to you without a hard hat.
Yes. Yeah, I'm in my chef uniform now, so a little changeover, so it's exciting, though.
The last time we were here, well, it was nothing really, was it?
No. We had some sand in here, dirt, cement, and whatnot, and we had blueprints, vision of what was to come.
Did you ever think you'd get here? Because there must be a point where you wonder, are we actually going to get any punters in eating?
There's no question when you're in construction and developing a concepts and building that you always have that variable. It doesn't happen, especially in Vegas with all the, there's a lot of, this is expensive build out. It was over a lot of time, and there's always chances that things wouldn't work out or go through. And it was a lot of not unforeseen, and we moved forward really well. And I think we really targeted our, what we wanted to do, and it's been very exciting. It came out really well.
I think we've got kind of an insight into how difficult it is to get it right through programs like Gordon Ramsay and Jamie Oliver and these people who show that it's very easy to get it wrong and waste millions and millions of dollars. You haven't done that. You've got it working. People are in and eating. And what a view you've got as well. Congratulations on this outlook over the plateau towards Treasure Island and Wynn and Encore at the side of us.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's actually, this is a radio interview with a view. Interview with a view. But yeah, I mean, it's a spectacular view. You really feel as if you get a world away from the hotels and the old casino feeling of coming in, being within the casino, never knowing what time it is. This is really, we have 16-foot windows that line this whole outside wall here, which probably runs about a couple hundred feet forward. And yeah, it was great natural lighting that comes all through the day. You can feel that energy of the strip at night. And there's nothing better than being perched above it and looking at the lights and action of the city. So it's great.
I think what the greatest compliment I can give you is your food is classy, your venue's classy, but it's not pretentious. You're not charging $1 million for a burger. You're charging a reasonable price for something that's really good. It's not crappy food, is it?
No, it's really comfort food, stuff that's nostalgic to people, understandable, things that you really come in with an understanding and have a flavor profile of what it's going to be. But it's done in a creative way, so you feel like you're getting entertained during your meal. But in this economy, you have to be listening to what people are saying, and it has to be value driven, and people want to feel that you're aware and you're part of the world and what's going on around them. So food is representing that. It's comfort food done well, at a good price. And all your senses should come alive in this restaurant. We have an amazing sound system, play great music, the DJs, again, the views and the smells, the kitchen being out in the dining room as if there's a show going on and you're watching it, your meal being prepared. So all your senses kind of come alive in here in a casual setting and approachable. So we like to have a lot of fun with it, and people are really excited about it. So
Sam, I don't want to offend you because I'm rather concerned about your mental health. You were telling me over a sandwich just a few moments ago that you're on this ridiculous diet where you're only drinking some peculiar thing you found in a fountain somewhere. What's wrong with you?
Well, I've been married for 5 years. No, I'm excited. I mean, I'm at a point in my life where I needed to make some changes and clean up and really get inspired for. I'm 45, have a 3-year-old and a young wife, and I want to be out there and cooking for everyone for a long time. So time to take a look. Half a century's gone by almost, and I want to be that guy and stay fresh in what's going on. And so I did a little cleanse, clean up, and feeling good. A lot of energy and definitely physical change. So just looking into Sam Demarco and who I am and where I'm going, and realize that really had to be aware of what I'm putting into myself a bit, and be more awareness. It's about awareness.
And congratulations, you've lost nearly 200 pounds.
200 pounds. I'm only 50 pounds now. But yeah, I mean, thank you very much. So I appreciate your support with this. But yeah, I've lost about 32 pounds at the moment, and I'm going to go a little further. So chef on a diet, interesting thing.
It can't really work, can it? Because you're surrounded by food all day, and really lovely food that isn't necessarily good for losing weight, but making you feel good. How are you balancing the two?
Well, I will tell you, my food is looking better than ever. It's more exciting, and the flavors are looking great. I mean, the combinations, and really this food is about those layers of really a lot of bold flavors coming through. So it makes me hungry for life and making me more creative. So, I could relate to a little bit more now with the dietary constraints and people having needs, so hopefully again it's broadening my abilities to do some more creative work.
The first food and bar is here on the Strip. It's at the Palazzo. How much of a thrill is it when you drive up and down here, as hundreds of thousands of cars do every day, and know that that's yours?
It's totally thrilling. I mean, just walking through halls, and people are just excited to be. The energy of Las Vegas is one of a kind energy. I think just being part of the being under this umbrella in this arena of Palazzo Venetian with all these great chefs. It's purely an honor and a privilege, and very exciting.
It's an interesting marketing move you've made with the kind of cool restaurant you've created. It seems to me this time the pretentious restaurants are falling by the wayside. They're charging incredible amounts of money for very little food, and I think we've smartened up. Maybe 5 years ago that was going to fly in Vegas. Probably not now.
I think there's always going to be room for those great decadent meals, at high prices and small portions, but there'll be more and more, hopefully we're part of a trend that you're going to see more and more over the next few years. I mean, these things seem to run in 10-year decades of time. You find food trends changing, but I think you're going to see a little bit more value for your dollar in food, and people trying to be more creative in not making as much profitability, but watching out for our guests and being concerned about our guests in their satisfaction of their dining experiences and whatnot, what they're going to get from it. And people are it's a different economy, it's a different world today than it was, and I think that it takes time for artists for that to come through in food and style, but we're seeing changes in the world, and I think that first will definitely be part of that change.
Sam, I'm going to let you go and have a lie down and go and get a sandwich, for Christ's sake. This is ridiculous.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure, Alex. It's always great to see you.
Sam Demarco's the big chef here. You can't miss him. He's right at the front of the Palazzo here on the Boulevard. And what an exciting time for you. And congratulations on First. It's a lovely restaurant. Thank you for having us.
All right. Thank you very much. Pleasure.